This is the second season in Super League for Crusaders, and it's all changed. They've moved north from Bridgend to Wrexham, and it's changed at the top two. Brian Noble, John Sharp and Iestyn Harris are the coaching team, and there's some new faces among their ranks as well.
I think it's an open book for us. We've got a new side, we're in a new area, so anything can happen. At the moment we just have to look after ourselves, train the best we can, and look forward to that first game against Leeds and take it from there.
That's a big one, isn't it?
It is, mate. It's massive. They're the champions. They're the ones that everyone aims to beat, and we're lucky enough to have them first up on Sky. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the occasion, and the situation that we're in. It's certainly testing all of us. It's pretty unique that you join a club and you rent a house down in South Wales, but then within 4 weeks you're coaching the team up in North Wales. But that's been the challenge for us all, and I'm sure it's going to stand us in good stead.
Tell us about these players behind you. Can they achieve something this season? I mean, obviously last season it was, their first in Super League. They provided a test for teams, but they didn't amass perhaps the points total that they justified.
It's a massive leap, going from National League to Super League, and I just felt that last year they were competitive early on and never quite got over the line, and I think 3 wins out of 27 games is just not good enough, and obviously the players hurt as well, and Brian and myself and Iestyn have come in, and hopefully we can make a difference, and with a few more signings and working them really hard, we're hoping to improve anyway. The attitude has been brilliant. They have been absolutely outstanding, worked really hard. We've had a truncated off season, we've got players arriving as we speak, so it's backs to the wall stuff for us, but we're experienced as players and as coaches, and looking forward to that challenge.
Yeah, we are. It's been a difficult last sort of 12, 16 months for the club, but now with the move up here and new owners and new coaching staff and some new players, I think we're building some momentum heading into the season, which is positive for us, which we've had so many negatives, and so we're glad everything's got the ball rolling now, so to speak.
We're pretty resilient. We spent a fair bit of time before Christmas down in Cardiff together, and we've now moved up here. A lot of the stuff off the field doesn't really affect us too much. At the end of the day, we turn up, train every day together, and go home. So, where we train, when we train, it's not really an issue for us. So, that type of thing hasn't affected us. But as I say, I think we'll improve, as the season goes on.
The coaching team now, obviously, it's new look. Brian Noble, John Sharp, Iestyn Harris, big names certainly in Super League circles.
Yeah, definitely, mate. It's massive, and I think that's the one improvement we really see out of the side is to be coached by guys like that. Younger guys especially, older guys like myself as well. You really see improvement. Blokes will really go out there and play for them, and hopefully we'll get some good results.
Well, I think Ryan O'Hara last year had a great year, and certainly in a beaten team I thought he was outstanding, and certainly one that stood out for me. You look at Tony Martin coming from Wakefield, who was a proven performer and who's been really helpful for us this year. His experience working in new franchises, he's obviously played for Melbourne and for London, and that experience is helping the other guys around the joint as well. I'm sure Tony's going to have a good year as Lincoln with us. I'm sure, again, as a name that everyone knows, and we expect big things from Lincoln.
You mentioned about the coaching side. You've got big names there either side of you, Brian Noble, Iestyn Harris. I think people will be interested to see how it works. How's it working on a day-to-day basis? Who's in charge of what?
Well, Brian had a major operation on his knee in the off-season, so Brian's been basically incapacitated for about 8 or 9 weeks now. So it's been left to myself and Iestyn to run things, which, for myself personally, I've really enjoyed, and the players and the feedback that we're getting has been real positive. Iestyn's a rookie coach coming off the back of, I think, International Coach of the Year, so I've got a bit of pressure either side of me, which I'm really enjoying. But the feel of getting back into things and getting back into coaching a group of players that are really ambitious and working hard is something that I'm really enjoying. The experience of Brian and the inexperience of Iestyn it's a really interesting mix and really refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, we put up a good fight week in, week out, but we just didn't have the calibre of player and that sort of superstar to get us some points or get us a win. So, although we worked hard in games, we didn't have that kind of X factor to get us across. And with the injuries and the problems we had, that didn't help either. So hopefully this year with the new signings and some depth, we can keep that toughness and build that pressure, and then convert that into some wins.
The Super League, I mean, you say it gets more competitive every year. I mean, the top 8, not everybody probably would have picked that top 8 as it finished last season. Who are the teams that people should look out for this coming season? Who do you think might surprise us this time around?
I think Huddersfield had a real good year last year. Obviously it's my old club. I had 5 years there and 5 great years that I really enjoyed, and I was pleased to see them continuing on from some of the things that we did during my time there. I think I like the signings that they've made. I think Gilmore's going to make a difference to them. I think Fire-Longo's going to be a good player for them also. So Huddersfield are going to be there or thereabouts. They've got some stability in the ranks. I think Hull have made some good signings as well. You look at Fitzgibbon and Sean Long in particular. I've had pleasure in coaching for a few years, and I see that Long has been announced as skipper as well this week. So I'm sure Long is going to make a difference to Hull. So those 2 teams I think are going to be there or thereabouts at the end of the year. But Leeds look particularly strong. I like the signings, and in particular Eastwood I think will make a difference to what is already a really good team.
And you've got them first up. Is that a good thing?
I think it is. I think it's an opportunity for the Wrexham club to get off on a really good footing. I think that the locals are really excited about a new team arriving in the town. I was just speaking to the girls downstairs, and they're all excited about the first game, in particular Leeds Rhinos. So it's a big marketing thing for us and a big push for us this next couple of weeks to get the sales up. Initially the response has been very good. I think there's been 8 out of 10 boxes sold already for the game, and the tickets are going well. So you can't hope for a better start really. And it's going to be a challenge on the football side of things. Coming up against a great team who are getting ready for a World Club challenge. But one we're looking forward to. I think there's going to be some emotion that now.
Well, they may not have the weight of expectation, but these are proud men, and they'll be wanting to show exactly what they can do when the season gets off to a start here at Wrexham against champions Leeds.